Welcome to episode 14 of the Unemployed Journeyman with FC Tokyo here in the J1 League. And by the end of today's episode, we would have either wrapped up the J1 League and been crowned champions, or the bottle job is well in effect. Hey everybody, welcome to the video. Hope you've had a good weekend, and let's get straight into it because we've not played any games since the last episode. In the last episode we played Shonan in the League Cup final, and then we had Tosu in the league. Now the position we were in before the game against Tosu was basically one win and we win the league because of the goal difference. We lost to Tosu, so we're still in that position of one win and we win the league. So we've got Kashira today, who are 15th in the league. We're at home against them. Then we're away against 18th place Yokohama. And I would fully expect us to win both of today's games. But our league form has been somewhat patchy, with a defeat against Mashida. Then we beat Osaka. Then we lost to Tosu. I'm starting to think that the pressure of winning the J League might be getting to our team. What's even more concerning is our two strikers, Kobayashi and Yamamura, are just not scoring goals. I mean, Kobayashi's last goal was here against Kyoto on the 25th of August. We're now on the 26th of November, or 21st of November. And that is a long time without a goal. Quite honestly, it's a lot of games without a goal as well, especially considering he has played in the vast majority of them games. Well, it's not like he's been left out or anything. Yamamura, on the other hand, he scored in this game against Osaka. But then I think with Yamamura, you have to go quite some way back, probably here against a game against Shonan in the J1 League back in June, before he scored as well. So, yeah, we've got problems with our front two, or well, front one, because we play with one striker. Luckily for us, the likes of Jaja Silva, Saito, Rui Perez, Masaki Watai, Philip Krastev, they are getting goals. Rui Perez, by the way, in all competitions, he's had 43 appearances, 17 goals and 6 assists. That's 23 goal contributions in 43 games at a 7.31 rating at the age of 29. He is my hero, quite honestly. He is my signing of the summer, considering he was in the J2 League with Amiya the previous season. He stepped up to the J1 League and he has been sensational. Yes, you could say that 6 of his goals or 7 of his goals have come from the penalty spot, but he still had to score them. So I'll give him that anyway. Right, let's get into today's game. We are playing, as I say, against Kashiwa. Mashida are playing today, same day as us. They're playing against Shonan. So hopefully Shonan, with it being at Shonan as well, hopefully they can do us a favour and get some points off Mashida, because the way the table looks like, don't worry about Kyoto. They've only got 2 games left to play. They can only get to 74 points. Our goal difference is massively superior to theirs. Mashida can get to 77 points. So win today against Kashiwa, and we will be on that 77 point mark, but with the vastly better goal difference. So it's all about this game against Kashira right now. And this is a team we're going out. Oh, I am getting worried about this bottle job. I don't mind admitting. This is a team we're going out with today. Nozawa in goal, Kikuchi left back, Morimoto right back, Barada and Yamazaki in the centre of defence, Rui Perez and Lazuka, our usual midfield 2, Jaja Silva, Saito out wide with Krastev in behind Yamamura. I am going with Yamamura today instead of Kobayashi. Like I say, Yamamura scored more recently than Kobayashi. So let's get into it. No time has, 2 weeks in game has elapsed since the last time he was with me, but no games or anything like that. There's been no transfer business or anything. Oh, I'm breathing heavily on this one. Right, let's go. This is our opportunity to wrap up the J1 League and be crowned champions. And then tomorrow's episode, by the way, will be the All Japan Cup final against this team, against Kashira. So this will be a good little dummy run for us to see how we get on against Kashira. I'm probably not going to show you the game against Kobe, the last league game of the season. If we've already won the league by then, don't really see much point. And plus there is a month between that game and the game against Kashira in the All Japan Cup. So there's going to be a lot of playing forward in the game to get to that point. Right, we're on the attack. Here's JJ Silva. Gives it to Rui Perez. Rui Perez! 18th goal of the season. Rui Perez with a JJ Silva assist. And where would we be right now if it wasn't for them two players? JJ Silva and Rui Perez are just absolute monsters in this team. Kashira haven't even laid a glove on us at the moment. Not even had a shot at goal, let alone on target. We've played 40 minutes. We have been very dominant. We probably should be more than 1-0 up, to be quite honest. And I would like to be more than 1-0 up. So like I said to the team there, let's go and take charge of this match now. And we are on the attack. It's with Morimoto to Saito to Rui Perez. Back to Morimoto. We're passing it around fluidly and quickly. Here's Saito to JJ Silva. It's 2. JJ Silva 2-0 to FC Tokyo. Almost said Fukushima then. Saito gets the assist and we are on our way, maybe, to winning the J1 League. This was always going to be the game I'd be looking at in terms of the games remaining, purely because it's a home game against a team lower down in the league. But they are on the attack. They put a cross into the box and it's over the bar. Nozawa came out but got absolutely nowhere near it, to be perfectly honest. I am also kind of thinking at this point as well about protecting players ahead of the cup final, which, I mean, we've got a way to go. You've got over a month to go. But I think what we'd do is JJ Silva can come off for Murayama and Saito can come off for Masaki Watai. Both have played very, very well in this game. But, like I say, I don't want to overplay them. I want to keep them fresh for the cup final, freshish for the cup final. Rui Perez can come off for Yamamoto. And I'm kind of thinking Krastev can come off for Kobayashi as well. Let's bring him on. Leaves us one substitution to make in about 10 minutes' time. Right, they have a corner. It's over the bar. Nozawa kind of came for it. It's got nice light blue gloves on, Nozawa. It's the first time I've noticed that. Right, we have the highlight now, but we've given the ball away, but Yamamoto's won it back. Yamamoto's still going. Yamamura gets the goal. The referee's got his finger in his ear. He's going to disallow it. Oh, and I thought we was going to get a striker score goals. Well, that's the next thing I want to do now, is just get my strikers scoring goals. And it's obviously not going to happen here because the referee doesn't like Yamamura. But, right, we've got one more substitution to make. Let's take Morimoto off. Bring on Yamahara. As we see the game out, a 2-0 win. We won't officially be crowned. Oh, we will, because Machida must be dropping points. Let's have a look. It doesn't say here, congratulations on being champions. Have I completely misread? Right, well done everyone, that was good. How did Machida get on? I think they did win actually. No, they've lost. So we are champions. Yes! And it says it there, J1 League, FC Tokyo, clinch, J1 League title. Shonan done us a favour by beating Machida. Tokyo Verde look like they're going to maybe survive relegation as well. So, the next game, I mean, you'd like to think that oh, look at that, double winners. Oh, I like the look of that. Which trophy is which? I'm assuming that must be the League Cup. That's the All Japan, that's the league title. So we didn't actually have a look at that, did we? We've done a double after they captured the J1 League title. FC Tokyo had won the J1 League and Japanese League Cup this season. Oh, it's looking so good. JJ Silva set for a combined goal and assist. He's already had one bonus for goals and assists. Our best ever J1 League finish. We've never won the J1 League before. I've entered the Japan Hall of Fame. I mean, there you go. That's something to be proud of. J1 League fever. Board ecstatic with J1 League win. There you go. There we are. So yeah, that's the J. So you get a shield if you win the J1 League, which kind of makes sense. You get a cup when you win a cup, and when you win the league, you get a shield. I suppose it kind of makes sense, doesn't it? Just not what we're used to. Rui Perez yet again picking up a Player of the Match award. How many Player of the Match awards has this guy picked up this season? 5. Only 5. I'm actually surprised it's only been 5. But yeah, 18 goals now this season, an 8.10 in the rating. Al Shabab boss Vita Pereira was seen at Chofu Stadium during FC Tokyo's 2-0 Kashira. Speculative persists that Pereira may well been tracking Rui Pereira. Keep your eyes off him, son. You ain't having him. Right, we'll quickly do the press conference. Get away through that. And yeah, the next game we're going to play is going to be Yokohama. We are going to be away, and we should get a trophy lift because we've never got a trophy lift there. So we should get a trophy lift and also a guard of honour. So I will see you on the 26th of November for a trip away to Yokohama. Okay, welcome back. So we're going into the game against Yokohama, who are 18th, I believe, in the league at the moment. Yeah, 18th in the league. And this is the team we're going with. Now, I did try and bring Genki Egawa in to play at right back, so I want to give Morimoto a rest. And basically he failed a fitness test. He's still out injured for another 6 days. So I can't bring him in. I doubt he's going to be anywhere near the bench for the All Japan Cup final either. So it does look like we've seen the last of Genki Egawa. Now, the team we are going out, we have made a couple of changes. So Masaki Watai has come in for Philip Krastev. Nakano is the man that's come in for Morimoto. And Yamahara has come in for Kikuchi. Kikuchi has had an injury, only like a 2-3 day injury. But I just thought rather than risk him, we'll bring Yamahara in, we'll bring Nakano in. I'll probably keep with these two as the fullbacks for the final game of the season as well. The league is won. We've got nothing to lose now. This result in the game against Kobe don't really matter. But obviously we want to still win it. So the team that's going out there is Nozawa in goal, Yamahara left back, Nakano right back, Barada and Yamazaki in the centre of defence, Rui Perez and Lazuka in the centre of midfield, Silva and Sato out wide with Massa in behind Yamamura. Let's get into the game. Let's turn the opposition instructions on like we always do. Submit our team and let's go. This should be a win. I know we are away from home, but we're playing against opposition that in Yokohama that's clearly nowhere near our level. Are we going to get a guard of honour? We should do. Let's have a, there you go. There's our guard of honour. We have won the league. So we should be getting the trophy lift at the end of this game as well. Would have been nice to have had it in the previous game. They could have had the trophy at our stadium, so we could have raised it in front of our own fans. I think it's pretty poor organised. Look at that. Look at Nozawa. These gloves are well funky. They're light blue on the outside and red on the inside. I do like them gloves. I've only just noticed them, to be fair. Right, we have a corner. It's with Massa. Looks like we're going for a short one. We do to Yamahara. He gives it back to Massa, who crosses it over to the back of the box. Sato has shot. Sato has scored. 13th goal of the season for Sato. And we did have an email come through as well before this game saying that he's 2 assists away from equaling the assist record, which currently stands at 17. So he's on 15, currently stands on 17. And I would love it if he could break that record. It doesn't mean he needs to get 3 assists in this game and the final game against Kobe. Obviously, you'll find out on the end of season review whether he did complete that or not. But here's Massa. Here's Yamamura. Oh, Yamamura. I mean, I think the keeper actually saved it, to be fair. It's gone out for a corner. It'll be Massa to take the corner. Puts the ball into the box towards the back post. We were doing an outswinger, and I do want us to do in-swingers. But I'm not going to argue. I do leave it up to my backroom staff to arrange all this. Here's Yamahara with the throw-in. Gets it back from Jaja Silva, who then receives it back from him. Still Jaja Silva, and the only criticism I'm going to have of Jaja Silva is sometimes he could do with being a little bit less selfish, because I'm sure he could have found someone in a better position than him to have laid that off to then. But we're 1-0 up, we can't complain. It's approaching half-time. It's actually been a fairly even game. I mean, we've dominated possession. But in terms of shots on target and XG, it's been fairly even, really. And we start the half with a highlight with our goalkeeper. Yamazaki goes out to Nakano. Infield to Massa. Sato with a ball to Jaja Silva. This could be one of them assists. And it is. Sato with the first of the 3 assists that he needs to beat the record. 2 assists to equal it, of course. And Jaja Silva puts the ball away. It's 2-0 against Yokohama. I mean, in terms of how they're doing, they really need to win, because if they don't win this, they're most likely going to be relegated. Or at least if they don't get a point from this. Right, we're going to make a couple of substitutions. So Rui Perez is going to come off for Yamamoto. And then I think we'll bring Sato on for Yamazaki. And maybe we give Kobayashi an opportunity to come on as well for Yamamura, who has not particularly impressed. I don't know why they suddenly stopped scoring goals, especially now we've won the league. You know, you should be free now. Go and express yourself, so to speak. Entering the final 10 minutes, we're going to make our final 2 substitutions. So Sato, he is looking a bit tired, so I'm going to take him off for Muriyama. And we'll bring Krastev on for Watai. And yeah, 10 minutes to go. We're 2-0 up at the moment. Goals from Sato and Jaja Silva. Yokohama now have the highlight. Oh, that's quite the ball. We managed to head the ball away. Here's Kobayashi. I mean, he's got absolutely nobody with him. Goes back to Nakano, who originally gave him the ball. Infield to Yamamoto. He goes out wide to Yamahara. Here's Jaja Silva. Lazuka, ball over the top for Krastev. Oh, that was close. One thing I did want to mention is that in FM25, I don't know if you've been keeping up with the announcements and whatever else, but they made an announcement probably a couple of weeks ago now about how different this screen will look, and from the work in progress artwork that they sent out, around here you're going to have a 2D overlay of what's going on during the non-highlight part. I love that idea. I love the idea of having all of this information around it with a 2D bit in the middle, because if I'm playing Football Manager and it's not on YouTube, then there's a lot of the time I do play with the 2D match engine, because I like to see the overview of the pitch and how the team are lining up and keeping their shape or otherwise. So having that on there during the non-highlight part, I think that is a great idea. Right, we're getting in towards the end. Let me know what you think about that kind of thing, what you think about how FM25 is looking at the moment, because I'm really excited for it. I think it's going to be amazing. Right, that's the end of the game. We've won it. Right, are we going to get a trophy lift? It don't look like we get a trophy lift. Why are we not getting a trophy lift for winning the J1 League? That is really disappointing. So there we are. We're top of the league anyway. Kyoto can only get to 74 points. Same with Mashida. We are going to be crowned J League champions. We've done the double so far. We've got one more game of meaning to come, which is going to be this one here against Kashira in the All Japan Cup final. I mean, we played them here and won 2-0. How did we get on the last time we played them the first time? Kashira, here we go. We beat them 4-1 at their ground. We've then beat them 2-0 at home. We should fancy ourselves to beat them in the All Japan Cup final. I'm not going to get excited about it, but we should fancy ourselves. Right, that is the end of today's episode. We will be back tomorrow with the next episode, which will be the All Japan Cup final and our opportunity to seal our place in Tokyo, or FC Tokyo, folklore and history by winning the domestic treble. Join me for that. I'm sure it's going to be an amazing episode. I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye.